As Detroit makes progress stopping violence at block parties, a shooting at a gas station involving a pregnant mother of 4 shows just how much work our crime fighters have to do. Dave Spencer has the story.
28-year-old Monique Fonville has 4 kids, ages 2, 4, 6, and 8, with a 5th on the way. Her godmother says, first and foremost, Monique is and always will be a mom.
She's always just talking about her kids. She has a smaller kid that is disabled. She was premature, so she has a lot of work that she has to do with the baby.
At around 9 o'clock Monday night, Monique and her cousin and her friend pulled into the gas station at Gratiot and Van Dyke.
It had just pulled up because the girl, their friend in the back, wanted to get some cookies, so she ran in to go get some cookies.
At the same time, a man in his 60s armed with a gun arrived at that same gas station. Police Chief James White says he entered the store and was clearly agitated. The chief called it a psychotic episode.
Just random conversation about tired of kids and tired of people following him.
The man then started shooting at people inside and outside the gas station.
Random citizens, innocent citizens pull in. He fires indiscriminately approximately 9 times, striking 3 people.
One of those hit was Monique, who was on the phone with her boyfriend.
The bullet went through here and it also hit her finger also too. So it went through here, and that right now she's going in for the second surgery. They're wiring her mouth up. So she's been in surgery basically all day.
Her friend, rather than waiting for help, immediately drove Monique to the hospital.
Those minutes definitely could have saved, her life, and we could be reporting different stories.
It will likely be a long road to recovery. Monique's godmother set up a GoFundMe account. The money will help take care of her kids and medical bills. You can find a link at fox2detroit.com. As for the suspect, police arrived within 2 minutes and got him to drop the weapon and surrender before anyone else was injured. A total of 3 victims were shot in all this. As for the other 2 victims, here's what we know. One of them, a man in his 30s, the other, a woman in her 20s. Both of them, we're told, were in stable condition at last check. Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Well, she was a mother who was known as a beautiful soul and had a beautiful smile, and it has left a hole in the hearts of many employees out in Pontiac, and that includes the mayor. Janae Sudeth and her 2 sons passed away when her SUV flipped into the Lapeer Creek. Charlie Langton has more from the employees who are remembering Janae and her family.
Unbelievable, like, wow.
Pontiac City Hall Monday morning, finding out that one of their colleagues, 42-year-old Janae Sudeth, and her 2 sons, 12 and 9 years old, all from Waterford, all 3 died in a single vehicle crash Saturday night in Lapeer County. Is there a different feel in this building, City Hall, today?
Yes, it's a whole different aura today.
According to the Lapeer County Sheriff's Office, Janae was eastbound on Lippincott Road, east of Lake Depressing. She tried to pass a slower-moving vehicle. She veered to the left, but lost control, hit the guardrail, flipped the car over, and she ended up in the creek.
Janae was a beautiful person, inside out, had an angelic voice, just a great spirit, awesome co-worker, awesome friend.
County dive teams attempted to resuscitate Janae and her 2 sons, but they were not successful.
I saw her mom today and was able to give her mom a hug.
Janae was the executive assistant to Pontiac Mayor Tim Grimel.
Just a devastating loss. Words really can't express just how difficult this is.
Her baby, he could tumble, and so I do cheer. So he would show me all his tumble moves, and he was just awesome. And her older son, quiet.
The mayor has set up grief counseling for those in City Hall.
We had that grief counselor here from 9 a.m. this morning until 1 p.m. this afternoon, but there are also some additional services that people can access.
The Lapeer County Sheriff still investigating the crash, waiting for a toxicology report to determine if speed or other contributing factors caused the crash. Services have not been arranged for the 3.
My coworker Lori said something to her about a hat one day, and she actually just gave it to her. Just didn't even ask any questions, just gave him the hat. So, I mean, we're going to always remember her just a sweet person.
You still have that hat?
Still got the hat. Yep.
Special now, isn't it?
Right. Probably never go wear it.
In Pontiac, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
Before we go, this is a monumental week in the lives of college football fans and sports video gamers. Relationships and marriages will definitely be tested with the release of the much anticipated EA Sports College Football 25 as it returns to home video game consoles. Now, legal action by former college student athletes led EA Sports to put the game on ice. It is making its return after the last version was previously released in 2013. But is this game worth the wait? I spoke with two Fox 2 interns and got their impression.
All right, look, it's a big week in the world of college sports, college athletics, which are pretty much one and the same thing, college football. Being a guy who enjoys playing video games in general, I got Christopher Lai, Ryan Canfield, two Fox 2 interns, but two avid fans of the new EA Sports College Football 25. Guys, how you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you for having us.
That was
hey,
the
look,
same one I was going to use. Fantastic.
Yeah. Look, I know, Chris, you're waiting to play the game. You go to University of Michigan. Ryan, you have played the game.
Correct.
And even though you go to University of Indiana, you are a U of M fan. Am I right in saying that?
Correct.
All right. So first and foremost, Ryan, since you've test drive this thing, what is this game like, man?
You know, the general fear among the people, the player base and the fans of this game is that it was going to be a Madden reskin. I can tell you right now, it is not a Madden reskin. And it's not just because of the pageantry or the controls are a lot different. And it's not going to be like the last Madden I played was probably Madden 20, like religiously, Madden 20. And it takes some getting used to. You may have to. I know I told you yesterday, Brandon, that you may have to change your passing settings because the default passing setting is not like anything I've ever seen before. It's a lot like the MLB The Show pitching reticle, and it's wild. It is wild. Depending on what difficulty you're playing on, either your Play Now, Road to Glory, or whatever. When you're throwing, when you're a quarterback, the defenders could have Gorilla Glue on their hands, or they could not touch any ball that you're throwing. That's the big thing. And tackling is very hard. Tackling is not, you just don't just run into somebody. You got to press a bunch of buttons. And certainly that's not the way it was back in 2014.
No, and that's the thing. So NCAA 14 came out. That was the last edition. There was some legal drama. EA Sports pulled the game from its shelves. They discontinued the franchise. We thought it was dead in the water. There was rumblings that it was going to come back when they added a part of it on their Madden single-player modes. And here we are now that the NIL is a thing. It is now back and with us. Chris, did you play the last? Was NCAA Football 13? And how long have you been waiting to just hear about this game, being a college student?
Oh, I mean, the last game was NCAA 14, and it came out right before the Xbox One came out. So they had it. So like my grandparents had like our Xbox 360, and me and my brother used to go over and play like all the time. Or we go up to Lansing to visit my cousins who are all Michigan State fans. So the amount of Michigan State games that were played for NCAA 12, 13, 14 was, it was insane. And so, especially like now, like we've been waiting for 11 years, right? And there was even like an Instagram account that I followed that was like posting every day until they make NCAA comes back. And I followed that. But yeah, especially now, like being a college student, and more so, and this is for me and for Ryan as well, but just being a Michigan fan and coming back, like especially after this year, right? After the year we've had, we get the game back. And it's just amazing to see we got a cover athlete again. Glad to have carried over, but it's a joy because I just remember playing, I remember doing Dynasty mode with my brother, or Road to Glory, and creating a character from scratch. It's the one sports video game that I think has created like the most nostalgia. And it's just amped up over these past 11 years, and I can't wait to play it again. I'm so happy it's back.
For both you guys, is it safe to say this is probably going to be the most played game when you guys get back for the fall semester?
Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. Me and my friends have been texting. Like, I texted my roommate because he's got the PlayStation. Like, he has the next gen console, and I was like, please get this game. Please get this game. He's like, don't worry, I already got it. We're good. I got it the day it came out, and I was like, great, perfect. So yeah, I'm hopping on the moment I get back, because especially, I mean, the season's going to be starting, and everyone is excited to see not only what's happening, you know, on the field in real life, and the game is perfectly like aligned with that. So yeah, 100%.
Ryan.
And Brandon, I probably told you this a lot, but I also told this to my mom, who was kind enough to, you know, pitch in to buy my next gen Xbox. This is not just a video game. This is a cultural event. It is a cultural event. And, you know, it's just great to have everyone. I mean, this is just a nice distraction of what's been, I mean, I don't want to be like 2020 here, but it's just a nice distraction of all bad things in the world. And people come on to play as their favorite teams or their school, and it's just great. It's just like, there has not been a video game like this in a long, long time. This is what video games are for. And it's going to be a long time. I mean, not really long, until whenever GTA 6 comes out, that there will be a video game like this ever again. And we have no idea when that game's coming out. So
yeah, if GTA 6 ever does come out. Yeah, because we've been waiting on that for a very long time. Not as long as, you know, EA Sports with college football, but a very long time. Hey guys, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Just make sure you go to class whenever you can, in between playing games, because I remember we used to deal with the same thing when I was in school and we had the game. Of course, we took it for granted, and then it goes away, and now it's back. But this is a great day, a great weekend, and a great time to be a college fan, a college kid, college sports fan, anything and everything, all the above. So, guys, thanks so much, and we'll get your evaluations after. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Well, that ends this week's Rundown. I am Brandon Hudson. As always, we appreciate you joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.